We'll resume the Good Earth tomorrow, and we'll find out what happens to Wang Lung. And he gets married, but you know, things don't turn out so well for Wang Lung. You know, it's a hard life. We'll see. We'll read about him. Yeah, but it's being printed for me because I think you suggested to me that you'd rather have the print in front of you and not read it from the screen. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah. Well, Ma, would you read the first sentence for us, please, where it says, "I have read"? Yeah, go ahead. Just the first sentence.
My relationship for learning English, I have read about some useful strategies for learning English.
Very good, very good. Let's stop right there. I have read about some useful strategies for learning English. I have read about some useful strategies for learning English. Let's see. Kai, would you read this next sentence for us, please?
One strategy I really like is setting goals.
Very good. One strategy I really like is setting goals. Okay. Nook, would you read the next sentence for us, please?
My goal is to learn more English words.
Okay. My goal is to learn more English words. Toy, read the next one for us, please.
I'm going to do several things to reach this goal.
Okay. I am going to do several things to reach this goal. Okay, Pew, would you read the next one for us, please?
Yes. For example, I'm going to learn one new English word every day.
Very good. Good pronunciation. For example, I am going to learn one new English word every day. Okay. Tessa, would you read the next one for us, please?
I'm also going to write my new words. Is a notebook in.
Okay. I am going to write my new words in a notebook. Nam, would you read the next sentence for us, please?
Another strategy I will try is looking for places to practice my English.
Very good. Another strategy I will try is looking for places to practice my English. Let's see. Would you read the next sentence for us, please?
For example, I'm going to talk more to English speaker at the store and at work.
Excellent. Very good. Very good. For example, I'm going to talk more English. I'm sorry, my fault. For example, I'm going to talk more to English speakers at the store and at work. Okay, very good. Ben, how about the next one?
Yes. I can't wait to try this new strategy because I want to speak, read, and write English better.
Better.
English better.
I can't wait to try these new strategies because I want to speak, read, and write English better. Okay. There are four ways we communicate. 4 ways to communicate. We can read, we can write, we can speak, and we listen. We have to practice all 4. We have to practice all 4 methods of communicating to learn a language. So we need to practice, we need to look for opportunities to practice reading the text. We also have to look for opportunities to practice listening Just as you're listening to me right now, you're learning pronunciation, and we have to look for opportunities to speak, and we have to look for opportunities to write. Because each one goes with the other. It's like if we just learn to listen and nothing else, we won't be able to speak. We'll only be able to listen. So we've got to be able to communicate all four ways. Now, what I want to find out is what you comprehended from what we just read together. I want to find out what we comprehended from what we just read together. So, what was the first strategy that you read about in this passage? The first, what's the first strategy for learning English?
See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
Thank you. Tomorrow. What was the first strategy? Setting goals. Right. See? Comprehension. The person who wrote this, what is their goal? The author of this passage had a goal. What was that goal? What was that goal?
New words.
A new word. The person who wrote this said, my goal is to learn a new word every day. Okay? So we're doing well with our comprehension. What was another strategy that was mentioned in this passage? Set goals. One of the goals is to learn a new word every day. What's the next strategy? What else did the writer of this passage say was important? Practice. To practice. Do any of you keep a notebook? Do you write in your notebook the new words that you write every day? Here's what I'd like you to do. I know some of you do. I know some of you do because I've seen you do it. I would like each one of you tomorrow to bring a new word to the class and share it with the class, okay? And that's how we'll start to learn new vocabulary. Okay, so let's review. When do you use because? When do you use because? How do you know when to use because or because of?
You want to show the reason. You want to show the reason.
Mm-hmm. When we're trying to explain, to add meaning to something, we say because or we say because of. How do we tell the difference? How do we tell the difference between when to use because and when to use because of? Toy can tell us.
Because when you want to explain something, and because of explanation something about phrase.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When the explanation is a phrase, which is a group of words that does not have a complete meaning, then we use because of. If the explanation expresses a complete thought, it's a clause, so we say because. In order to turn off the projector, I will need to use the pointer Where is the pointer? Ah, here it is. I will need to use the pointer because I am not tall enough. So, in order to turn off the projector, I will use the pointer because I am not tall enough. I am not tall enough is a clause. It expresses a complete thought. So, in order to turn off the projector, I will use the pointer because I am not tall enough. Maybe it will turn off, maybe it won't. Yeah. Use because of correctly. A sentence because of. Can you do that? Kai's going to share us a sentence. Go ahead.
I work because of money.
I work because of the money. Correct. Now, we could say that two different ways. If we wanted, we could say, I work because I need the money. I need the money is a clause. So, with a clause, we say because. I work because of the money. The money is a phrase. So we say because of. Very good. Now, use a sentence. You're doing very well. Every time I ask you a question, you get